Hey, podcast listeners, it's Leah coming to you with another Roundtable replay where we curate what we like to think of as the best podcasts out there on human behavior, interaction, neuroscience, psychology, and give it to you in a nice little 2-minute synopsis. So, my favorite podcast that I've been listening to recently comes from NPR, and it's called Invisibilia. The whole podcast series takes science and fuses it with narrative storytelling to create a really interesting and dynamic series. The podcast episode that I really wanted to highlight this week is called The Personality Myth. So we tend to believe that who we are is who we are, and you just become more of yourself as you age. To some extent that is true, but what this podcast really debunked is the notion that you cannot change your behavior. And that's a lot of what we do at the Roundtable. So this is why the podcast was pretty compelling to me, because it reinforced the work that we do at Roundtable, coaching to change behavior. So the crux of the episode was really about how our behavior is not determined solely by our personality. And it really debunked that idea that our personality is necessarily a stable thing that remains consistent over time. The reason why we are who we are is that our situations remain consistent, and the way we react is a combination of one, our personality, two, the situation that we find ourselves within, and three, our mindset. So the way that we frame, interpret, and make assumptions around what's happening. And so if you cause shifts in particularly your mindset, the way you are framing that experience, it causes behavior shifts and perhaps a difference in the way that you're showing up in any given situation. And so that's really what the episode was all about. It took some pretty extreme examples, individuals who had been jailed for for fully horrendous crimes, and talked about rehabilitation of them, people who have changed behavior on smaller levels. And so to me, I'm singing from this song sheet. I am totally bought into the idea. And if you are a Roundtable participant, you'll understand it too, that it is possible to shift your behavior through shifting your mindset. So I recommend it heartily. It is called Invisibilia. The particular episode was called The Personality Myth. It was from 2016. So they have a slew of episodes that you can listen to that are more recent and equally fascinating. That's all for now. Take care, and coming to you another time soon with another Roundtable replay. Bye.